Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Awakening Star. I am the Oracle. So I'm going to enter into space today with a Egyptian musk incense stick. As you probably heard me say before, this is because you do have a connection to ancient Egypt, and please, if you haven't looked into that yet, please do so. Your guides are coming in to say there is something there for you to figure out. There's something hidden in the shadows for you, collective, and that's for each of you. You're all connected to ancient Egypt in some way, in some lifetime, in some capacity. I do have a card for the kind of introduction, which is light. It's time to reveal your radiant light to the world, and yeah, there's something in love here. Love in the stardust I'm hearing. It's going to resonate for some of you. So the topic up for discussion today is Jupiter in retrograde, which does last between the 28th of July to the 23rd of November, I do believe, and that energy is all about expansion. There's so much happening astrologically that I honestly can't keep up, so if you would like to do more research about this, then please do, but I'm not going to delve into it here. I might link an article below after I've popped up this, so just take a minute to pick your pile and I'll get on with the readings. Hello pile 1, this is your reading. So what's coming in for you with this Jupiter retrograde? So the first card that I've got for you is astrology and destiny. I did bring my moonstone into space today. This was gifted by an amazing friend of mine, so you might have just set some intentions in this new moon in Leo that are going to be really beneficial for you. I am going to say that to every pile, I think, but for you especially, pile 1. Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. There's something about time. You're being gifted time back. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Yeah, you're starting afresh, pile 1. That's what this retrograde is bringing in for you. A new start. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Divine intelligence. You're heavily guided, and I'd be very surprised if you don't know that already about yourself, pile 1. Archangel Gabriel works very closely with you. You could be very connected to dragons as well, and seeing this dragon scale energy coming through here, or you might love Lord of the Rings. You might see yourself as a keeper of the crystals. You might have loved Crystal Maze. Yeah, that's why there's so many crystals in the space today. I brought hematite in, I brought the geometric shapes in, and the chakra crystals, and the kitchen witch hat. Someone's a kitchen witch, so I'm going to say this to every pile too, so keep doing that. I said that in my previous reading, my tea leaf reading on Instagram as well. It's time to embark on your destiny. That's what you can't see. I think this is hidden from you right now, pile 1. I just saw the hands coming into shot again. Yeah, your ancestors are right by your side. What you can't see is that destiny is heavily at play for you right now. And yeah, you're very much in the dark about this. I think you're trying to see the light at this time. I think it just keeps feeling like doors are getting shut in your face, and you're not sure why. You're not understanding why this is happening. I think you've been trying really hard, pile 1, and you're feeling like you're getting nowhere fast. But it's because green pastures are up ahead. Yeah, new beginnings, new solutions. Something's being so worked out for you in this time. But you might not see it until the winter, until November time. It might just be a little while longer in this uncertainty. It feels like a lot of uncertainty, but at the same time you're still gaining a lot. I think it feels like a timeout for you. I think it feels like you're at a standstill a lot of the time. Archangel Metatron works with you as well really closely, so you might want to try and tap into that energy. It's like you're being birthed anew from the inside out, Pile 1. You're already so tapped into everything, but you're getting an energetic upgrade like you can't possibly imagine. It feels like everything's just being worked out for your best interest, your highest interest. So if things are being closed off to you, it's for a reason. It's because there's something else out there for you that is more aligned to you. I'm not going to say better because that doesn't feel right, and I kind of don't enjoy that phrase. But yeah, something more aligned to you is coming into your existence. So it might just feel like you're tumbling down a hill at the moment and you've got no control over where you end up. But I think you just need to trust that, Pile 1. I think the beauty in this space right now for you is that you don't have to do too much. Just explore you. Do what you enjoy is the main theme that's coming through, and what is coming in for you is a time of great expansion and a new inner earth. Your inner landscape is expansion, and that's what's happening for you, but it might not feel like it. I think you just really feel in the dark, in the mud, under a grey cloud, and I think it feels quite painful. You might have just had a picture frame smash or something of that sort. That is just confirmation that this is your pile. But don't forget that, in the darkest days, in the darkest weather, the sun always shines again. So know that your sun is coming. For some of you, that might literally be a child that you've been wanting. Your sun is coming. Returning back to you, I'm hearing. So maybe you feel a disconnect with your sun at this time. I'm hearing something's going to shift, and it will feel like a whole new landscape with him. Expect powerful change because you've been doing the work. You've been listening to divine intelligence. So through this time of the retrograde, everything is moving and aligning directly for you, to you, Pile 1. There's something about just believing in destiny, just believing in your own magic, and that's all you can do right now, I think. You might really love Lord of the Rings. One ring to rule them all, but I'm hearing you're making connections that are going to be really beneficial for you at this time, Pile 1. So make sure you're giving yourself that time to connect with people whilst you're in this, what feels like stagnation. I think it's really important for you to connect because you gain so much. There's something about a missing link. There's a connection that's waiting to come in for you, and that's what you're waiting around for. You're waiting around for something to come in, And you have to be exactly where you are right now to receive it. So I feel like you're somewhere where you don't want to be. Pile 1. You are somewhere where you don't want to be, and it feels uncomfortable. I think you feel stifled. I think you feel suffocated almost, and I think you're just wanting to break free. But there's still more growth to be had before you can. Working on your solar plexus chakra and your heart chakra is going to be really beneficial for you at this time. I am a Reiki practitioner, so if you would like to reach out to me, I can help you with that. I'm hearing stop to look in the mirror and appreciate everything that you are. I think you feel underappreciated, Pile 1. And I feel like there's a point to that, there's a reason for that. I think it's to remind you to keep reminding yourself of your worth. I think that situations seem to manifest around you that aren't ideal, and it's the universe still just testing you to make sure that you are still growing, making sure that you are still listening to your own inner guidance, your own inner essence. I think that you give a lot to others, and you need to give back to yourself. There's so much you need to do for yourself at this time, so honor that, and just trust that through this retrograde everything is aligning for you to have this just such a beautiful, beautiful future. And it really might not feel like it right now. I think you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't. Yeah, you can't sense it, but that's for a reason. I feel like it's a last final push into something new. And there's something waiting to come in. And it's definitely the unexpected. There's something you don't expect coming in for you. Yeah, I'm hearing it's been a long time coming, but it's been written in the stars a long time. I'd be very surprised if you don't resonate with being a starseed. You are so powerful, Pile 1. I can't stress that enough, and that's why you do get this divine intelligence. I think you feel very different to the people around you, and that's okay. I think you have to be different. I think you pave the way for other people, and I think you have to do this. It's part of your calling, but I understand that doesn't always feel easy. 14:11 on the clock. Yeah, you're the diamond. You're the diamond, but you're surrounded by all the rough, and I think it's been really tough, Pile 1. I really feel that for you. I really feel the pain of it all. It feels like you're swimming with your eyes closed, or it's like you're drowning. Yeah, it feels like you're drowning sometimes. But I think you're supposed to be feeling that. I think you're supposed to be engaging with that pain. Because it reminds you of who you are and why you're here. And why you've tried so hard for this. Why you've tried so hard to reach this. And I think others can't see it right now. And I think that feels painful. I think you just have to keep going, Pile 1. You can't give up. You can't give up on everything you've already built. Because everything's going to become anew for you. Your life just isn't going to look the same again, and that's your destiny to achieve that. Because you hold so much power. I think that's going to be the unexpected for you in this period up until winter. I think you're going to start to see just how powerful you are, Pile 1. And I think that's going to shock you. Because I already think that you are so expansive. But I think it's going to be, yeah, I hear it's like, it feels so powerful. It's like godlike. You're going to feel like a god by the end. Yeah. Once winter comes through, you're going to feel, yeah, it's going to feel like you're invincible. You're going to hit unimaginable heights in terms of your gifts. Because you've worked so many lifetimes for this. And that's what you can't see, that this is your destiny. That it was always supposed to be this way. You're always going to reach this point this lifetime. That's what you can't see. But that's what's coming in for you. You are the powerful change. Mm. 1848 on the clock there. You are the powerful change, Pile 1. I think people are going to finally see it too. I'm going to leave it there, Pile 1. I feel like I'm matching your energy. So just keep connecting to your divine intelligence, 1922. Just keep connecting back into source and focusing on your heart and your solar plexus chakra, and yeah, you might resonate with being a Pleiadian, and just trust that everything is working out for your highest good, even though it feels painful. I did want to pick a card just to close with as well. So I've got 3. Gratitude. The universal love shines through the miracles of life around you. Vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. Abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. You've been doing this for some time. I think you've been working on all of these 3 things for such a long time, Pile 1, and that's why everything is coming into fruition for you, because you've been listening to the guidance, and you are not alone. You're being guided by masters and teachers of the higher realms, and you've truly been sitting in that energy with your guides, with your source energy, with yourself. You've been sitting with yourself for such a long time, and you've been trying to show gratitude to raise your vibration, not just of yourself but of others as well. And you've been living abundantly. You've been living in the vibration of abundance, even though your surroundings might not have looked how you want them to. You might start to see beings that look like this. This keeps coming through. You might start to see light beings. Angels might start showing themselves to you. That's that godlike frequency that I was talking about. Yeah, there's another being here. You're going to start seeing beings, Pile 1, and I think you've been asking for that. There's another being on here. That's insane. And yeah, you're going to start seeing your light family, your star beings. You're going to see your star family very soon. Pile 1, that's such a beautiful message. Hello, hello, Pile 2, this is your reading. So what is coming in for you with this retrograde? Jupiter in retrograde, spells and alchemy. Excuse me. 22:11 on the clock there. Angel of Divination, such a stunning card. I'm getting Lilith vibes from that card. And we've got the Metatron symbol there, the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. You might have come from Pile 1 straight to Pile 2, and you're in this void right now. You're so stuck in the void, it's untrue. This is in reverse. Even your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. But I think that is how you feel. Hope with Hanael. I think you don't feel safe. Pile, I want to say Pile 1, Pile 2, but I think you might have come from Pile 1. You don't feel safe where you are. You don't feel supported. You don't feel held, I don't think. Yeah, you don't feel held by anything at this time. It's really interesting that I brought this candle in. I used for the Mary Magdalene ceremony, and we've got spells here. $23:32 it was on the clock. There's something in you creating your own magic at this time, Pile 2, and it feels like you need to just start creating your own spells. Just intuitively, what does that feel like for you? Are you burning something? Are you getting into a bath and lighting some candles and setting intentions? Are you eating certain things? Are you consuming? You're consuming the right elixirs for your body. There's something in getting into an alignment with the elementals around you. There's something in making sure that you're doing everything you can just to liquefy. It's like liquefying the energy to be consumable by yourself. I feel like energy is palpable to you. So there's something in liquefying that energy to make it palatable for you. So I think this is coming in as a warning. I think a lot of what's going to come through in this retrograde I think a lot of difficult situations are coming in for you to alchemize, Pile 2. And you're well within your capabilities to do this, but you have to stand in your power. You have to believe in your power. You literally have to see yourself as this angel on here of divination. Yeah, this is the actual angel of divination. That's what the oracle deck's called, I do believe, or maybe I've just made that up. You might want to watch the new Doctor Strange movie. That's coming through really strongly. There might be some messages in there for you, but it's like, I actually want to swear because it feels like you're so powerful, Pile 2. It's like you're off the Richter scale in terms of energy and how you perform, but you're being given difficult situations to navigate because you can. It's like, if you're not in this void, you send people to this void, okay? Which might sound harsh, but it's like you highlight what is holding people back. You highlight what is holding people back, and then they are forced to change. So you help other people alchemize their own life just by being in connection with them, just by being near them, just by looking at the stars with them. There might be people in your life that have needed you to change, and maybe you felt this way for a very long time. You're going to really resonate as being a starseed. I think everyone in this reading. Ask Archangel Metatron for help, calibrating your energetic system, clearing your energy, because there's so much that you do just by the mathematics of your mind, the logistics of your mind, and how you see an opportunity for change and you jump right in, Pile 2, and that might be a window of opportunity in a conversation. You might just say the right thing at the right time, at precisely the right time, that's going to change that person's life forever. I'm actually blown away at how how in tune you are to the universe. And I think you know this, but it's like, but you're not sure. It's like there's never a clear, you can't prove it. I think Pile 2, I think you can't prove the things that you feel. I think you can't prove the changes that you've made to people's lives, because I feel like people don't give you credit for it, and there's a reason to that. And I think you've had to walk this path for a very long time alone. I think, you've lived the embodiment of a true starseed light worker energy. You've just been battling it out on the inside, on the outside. You've been battling all the elements, all types of people, all types and manner of situations and definitions of what a human should be. You've just, you just kept going. But I'm seeing you come into your power. I'm seeing you float down from the heavens above, and you're just going to skate into the landscape of anew. And I think you're worried that you and your loved ones aren't safe, but you're so safe. You might really resonate with being a Pleiadian. Hello, fellow Pleiadi. I mentioned this before, being snapped at by life, by being crabbed at. You might like SpongeBob. Krabby Patties, I'm hearing. I think what's coming in for you, Pile 2, is an acceptance of self. I think you are going to come into the acceptance that your life wasn't supposed to be easy, and I don't think it's ever going to feel like a walk in the park for you. I think there's always going to be new layers, new levels of expansion, new ideas, concepts, new ways to alchemize people, situations, yourself. And I think you're just going to learn to accept that of yourself. I think you're going to just learn to accept that this lifetime, it might not be a walk in the park, and that's completely okay, because you're here to do, you're here to do God's work, and however that's going to resonate for you, it's like you're here to build a new world. So I'm hearing sugar that ain't easy. Sugar that ain't easy. That's someone's ancestors coming through. It might actually be a line from a movie too. I might have to look that up. But I think what's coming through in this retrograde is that you're starting to understand the reasons for your labor, the reasons for your hard labor, and you're going to just start to appreciate you and for everything that you've done for this world already, everything you continue to do. Yeah, I brought my moon seed in, which is gifted by a really dear friend of mine. So maybe Mother Moon will be really beneficial for you at this time in her energy. The blue flash in there is just, I can't, it's too much. Yeah, there's something about you just appreciating who you are, no matter what anyone says. There's no denying you, Pile 2. There's no denying who you are. And I think what's coming through for you in this retrograde is that no one else is going to be able to deny it too. I think you're going to come into such a state of expansion that people are going to have to know your name. People will know your name. And I think you've been wanting this for some time. And there's nothing wrong with that, Pile 2. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be appreciated. I'm hearing it's not out of vanity, it's not coming from an ego place. I think you've just had to fight so hard for your place, that you're just wanting the recognition that you deserve. But you're in the void, and you keep sending people to the void too, because they need to grow. I'm hearing everyone you've ever loved, you've sent them to this void, and that's been for a reason. And obviously those connections were agreed upon before you came down here. So maybe they never felt safe. Maybe none of your connections have ever felt safe to you, Pile 2, and that's been for a reason. It's because you are the safe space, and you have been for many, many, many people. Although you didn't feel like you were, you actually were. You were the safe space for others in times when you felt like you needed others the most. You were actually their safe space. And that became apparent down the line. And that's because that's what you came here to do. You came here to be the safe haven. It's not a comfortable haven, but you're safe. Sending people to this void is the safest option for them. Sending them to heal is the safest option for them. But it might not be the title that you've wanted. Sometimes it's not all love and light. Sometimes giving hope is to send others into darkness, to send them into despair. Because that's where they face the demons, the tyranny, the lack of hope. To find hope is to really feel lack of hope. That's how you find hope. And that's where you've sent people. And yeah, it's just like I just see you just, it sounds so satanic and it's not, but I just see you just pushing people into a valley. It's just like a black hole. You're just pushing people into the black hole and just letting them go. And it's not out of spite, it's not out of hate, it's not out of dislike, it's out of discomfort. It's out of you seeing them in discomfort. It's like, okay, I'll give you this so you can have all of that. But you haven't seen this, pile 2. I don't think you've seen the timelines for what they are. You might want to look back at your history of connections and see what you did for other people. How much they gained from you, sending them to the void. No one can hide from you, pile 2. No one can hide anything from you. And yeah, some people just want it to stop. Some people just want you to stop. Some people just want you to give up hope because that will make them feel better. And you feel this energy. The lady in red. The lady in red wants you to give up on hope. You might be called Hope. That's just confirmation you're in the right pile. Something about Ruby. The name Ruby keeps coming through. Ruby and Hope. The lady in red. I don't know what that means. I'm drinking a red tea. There's something there. I'm really sorry. I can't quite pick up what that message is. I'm being drawn to the River Nile now in my mind. Parting the Red Sea. It might be a parting between Ruby and Hope. I don't know what that means. But it's for the best, I'm hearing. I'm seeing the, I don't remember what character it is, but the character from The Watchmen, you might resonate with being that character. The one that just sits up alone in the universe. I think that's how it feels sometimes for you, pile 2. There is someone that is you. There's someone else around you that's you. They feel exactly the same as you. And I think you're only just coming into understanding of that. They feel the same as you. They feel like this lone wolf, this lone ranger, this precipice of pain. I think you're coming to understand that the pain that you felt might not actually have been your pain at all. I think you've picked up a lot of pain from others and you thought that that was yours, but it wasn't. You've just been very susceptible to others' energies around you. And I think any pain that you've felt in your lifetime, I think it was to take away from others. You didn't realize you were doing this, but I think from a very young age you held the pain of your parents around you, inside you. But that was all for a purpose. It was all to create you as you are in this lifetime. And I think you're coming into that understanding, but by the time retrograde is over, it's going to be overwhelming to you just how much you've done for this world. There's only one of me, I'm hearing. There's only one of me and there's only one of you. But together it makes two. There's two blue creatures. Yeah, you might be a Pleiadian. I'm seeing so much blue now. Maybe you just feel really blue too. Pile 2. Gosh. Yeah, please watch Doctor Strange. There's a message in there for you. There's a message in the latest Doctor Strange movie. Maybe you just feel very strange a lot of the time. Maybe you feel like a spectacle. Maybe you feel like you're just an observer here, and that can feel very lonely, I think, for you, Pile 2. And yeah, you've been looking for the pearl. You've been looking for a pearl at the bottom of the ocean. You might really love The Little Mermaid. You might be called Pearl, or there's someone close to you called Pearl that watches over you. You just have to trust in yourself, Pile 2, and know that you are always safe, and know that yes, you will forever be an alchemist, but that's what you came here to be. But you do have fun. There's something about you having fun. But I think sometimes you can't always have fun, and you're aware of that. But I'm hearing just to enjoy the good times when they arrive, when they show up, because you know that they're fleeting, and it's not because life wants to hurt you, it's because that's your job. Your job is to be an alchemist of life. That's always been part of your purpose. When the going gets tough, it's like you get going and you push everyone else into getting going too. Yeah, nothing escapes you. No one escapes you. No one is safe, I'm hearing, Pile 2. I think that's how some people genuinely see you. They don't feel safe being around you. That's so funny. I don't mean to laugh at that, and I'm really sorry if that offends you, Pile 2. But yeah, some people genuinely just don't feel safe being around you anymore, because they know what you can do, and that terrifies them. But that's part and parcel of being pure magic, I guess, Pile 2. Not everyone wants to see your tricks. Having some garnet by your side might be really beneficial for you, and some lavender in some way. Take a bath with some lavender, Pile 2. You really heal with the elements, with herbs, you might be this person that's getting into kitchen witchery, or at least tapping into how you can use everything to your advantage. It's like you need to be doing everything you can to help yourself in this lifetime, Pile 2, because you're always even just standing still, you're emitting such energy. I think your electronical devices might play up around you. I think that yeah, it's like you draw people in, you kick them out. It's like, yeah, people are just drawn in for you to just say here, now go change. Yeah, I heard this. I listened to that in a talk the other day, and it was talking about women being in relationships and how they get into relationships and ask the man to then immediately change, but it's like you don't even ask them to, they're just forced to. Pile 2, it's like they meet you and then it becomes very apparent to them all the things that need healing within them. It's like you highlight all of that for others and they have nothing to do, they're just forced to change. They have nothing to do but change. It's like, hi, I'm here now, change. And you don't mean to do this, and I think it feels quite painful at times. Pile 2, I feel like you don't even feel safe in your company sometimes because you feel like, oh no, what am I going to conjure up now? It's like, you cause destruction, like for the better, but sometimes it does just feel disastrous to you. It's like anything you touch just turns to, it just crumbles away. It's faulty foundations just crumble around you. Faulty people just fall at your feet. People that need deep healing, they come to you and you push them into a void. But it is all for their highest good. But you might not always see that. You might not always be around long enough to see that change. You might have just caused devastation and then you've moved on. So you might not have seen how much you've helped people grow by being you. I'm going to shuffle a starseed card for you, pile 2. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. I think that that's all you can do this lifetime, pile 2. I feel like this is such a... It feels sad. It feels like a sad reading, but it's so not. It's so empowering, but there's something about it that is quite tragic. There's like a tragedy element to it, but I think you like that. I think you thrive in tragedy. Inner worlds, your external world is a reflection of your inner world. I'm hearing that isn't necessarily true for you, actually, pile 2. It's like your vibration is just emitting a high frequency no matter what. It's almost like your thoughts, they do have an impact, but also it's like it's like shockwaves. You send shockwaves. It's like the radar of like a bat or something. You send shockwaves around the world. And people are just drawn into your vortex channel. You're a channel through which healing energies reaches the world. I mean, come on. But yeah, it's like... It's almost like you're so unassuming as well, pile 2. And I think you've been under the radar for a very long time. You might just be a really newly awakened soul, and now you're just doing all of this. Absolutely. I'm hearing like bat crazy stuff, and and people are just having to surrender to your inner world because they know that you are the world. They know that you speak truth, and they know that you cast the spells. Casting spells upon the hearts of others. You might be a very romantic person, but it's like the kiss of death, pile. It's like the kiss of death, pile 2. 49 on the clock there. It's so funny. Yeah, it's like the kiss of death. People get to you and then They are sent on a lifetime quest. You know, you send them on their way to find their purpose, and their life is changed forever, and it might not always feel comfortable. Yeah, you're the kiss of death. You're like the Black Widow. Black Widow, again, Doctor Strange. You're the Black Widow, Pile 2. You cast a net far and wide, and you sparkle and you shine, but then it's like once they're in for life, and they weren't expecting that. You command that, it's almost like you command that commitment from others. You command them to commit to themselves for the lifetime that they are living, and that's something that they were not expecting by connecting with you, Pile 2. You make people commit to themselves. It's such an expansive message. You are the channel through which energy reaches the world. Healing energy reaches the world. I have nothing left to say, Pile 2. You've blown my mind. Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. There's someone connected to someone. 51, 44. You might have come from Pile 1. Even I'm out, Pile 2. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Wow. I'm on my knees to you, to be honest. Oof. I'm hearing girl, you make it rain. Wow. Hello, Pile 3. This is your reading. What is this Jupiter in retrograde bringing to you? Oh, there is a lot of reversals here, but I'm hearing to take them. Augury mastery. Malkuth, ground the kingdom. You're my person in the upside down. Big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas. You're my person in the upside down. You are coming through so strongly. At the end of a tough cycle, full moon in Capricorn, yeah. You are down under. You might be in Australia. Joy, feel, and joy. You're heading to Australia. Willpower and Hanel. You might love whales and orcas. You, Pile number 3. What's coming to you? I'm feeling like you're denying yourself something. You're denying yourself this new start. You're denying yourself the joy. You're denying yourself joy. You might know someone called Joy. Someone with the name Joy was very significant to you in your life, and you're denying yourself this new self-mastery. You've given up, Pile 3. 53, 59. You've given up on self. You've given up on correcting your wrongs. You've given up on the planet. That's what it feels like, Pile 3. You can't see the bigger picture. You've just got stuck in this tough cycle, and I'm hearing you just keep going round in circles. It's like a Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round. Round and round we go. You might be very connected to your clairs, but you're not using them. You're refusing to tap into them. You know that you are powerful. You know that you can do many things. You've got many tricks and talents. You work with energy. You move energy, but you're just not doing it. You're not listening. You don't want to listen. You don't want to hear the calling. You don't want to ground your kingdom. You are happy just swimming in this ocean of, yeah, you just don't care. Oh, pile 3. I'm feeling like the readings are very real today. Yeah, I'm feeling very real. I'm not putting on a show, you know. I'm just saying it how it is. Maybe you didn't want to hear that. Maybe you didn't like hearing how it is. The third eye is wanting to be activated, pile 3. I'm hearing you're even putting a stop to that. It's like you can feel that energy and you're saying no, but your soul is saying yes. You don't know what to do, pile 3. And I think quite possibly if you don't change your behavior, nothing will come through for you. With regards to this lifetime, if you don't get yourself out of this cycle, it's not going to happen. You want joy, you want happiness, you want to feel like this dolphin just jumping in and out of the sea. And you might really love water. You might resonate as being a water baby. You might really want to expand, but you're not listening to the calling. You're not thinking of the bigger picture. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're not wanting to. It's almost like admitting defeat. It's like so many things I'm seeing. A friend just keeps coming through, like Marvel landscape. It's like the Avengers when they all disappear. When everyone starts to disappear, that's what I'm seeing in that card. It's like everything is disappearing around you, and you're just still pretending like everything is fine. You're like, oh no, everything. Yeah, you're not accepting responsibility. You're not accepting that potentially your actions have caused this. It's like, that's not my fault, that just happened, but you know deep down. Seeing you as like a hard empty tree. Pile 3, that's how it feels. Your energy feels like a hard empty tree. I'm really sorry to say that. I don't think that's a nice thing to say, but that's what I'm being told to say. But my apologies for the frankness of that. You might be called frank. But yeah, you feel like a hold. Yeah, you don't let people hold you, pile 2. Yeah, you won't let someone hold you. You won't let someone hold space for you that sees the bigger picture. Someone around you in your energy that sees the future, sees the bright future, and you just don't want to hear it. And you're using all of your willpower to ignore all the signs, all the messages, everything. You're just turning a blind eye, but you see it. You see it, but you just won't admit it. Working on your solar plexus chakra will really help you, pile 3. Please do reach out to me. I am a Reiki practitioner. but you just don't want to open your eyes. All your eyes are closed. I think you try to master your emotions by having no emotions, pile 3, and I've definitely been in that energy before, and it was tough. I felt old, I felt hard, I felt like life had hardened me. I was not a happy person. You might watercolour paint as well. But there's something in you letting things just dissolve away around you, and you just keep saying, oh, that wasn't meant for me, or oh, that wasn't my fault. Yeah, just keep hearing. It's like such defeatist mentality. To not even own what's happening around you. It's like, gosh, this is so harsh, but I'm being told to say it. It's like you can't even lose because you don't even accept losing. And yes, there's no such thing as loss, but it's like you are at a loss. There's no doubt about it, pile 3. You are at a loss in some way, and you have to take ownership for that. It's like, how far do you want to keep going down this rabbit hole of just the abyss? You might have been a person that was trapped in this void by pile 2. You might have been kicked into this slumber, and it's like you are not wanting to. It's not even a slumber. It's like you've curled up to die, pile 3. And I'm so sorry to say that, to feel that, to have to relay that message and be in your energy, but it's like it feels pretty vile, to be honest with you. It feels like a pretty vile energy. It feels very, it's like, it's just spitting back at everything and everyone, like, this isn't my fault, so whatever. That's what it feels like. You've just become very venomous, pile 3. And I'm really sorry that you're in that energy, and I know you're probably even watching this and just you're probably just swearing at me, to be honest with you. You're probably heckling and swearing at me and not wanting to admit defeat. You didn't win, and there's no way you can win in your energy, so you're going to have to change, pile 3. You're going to have to change, and it's going to take a lot of willpower. It's going to take a lot of willpower and strength, but you have it. You have it by the bucket loads. You might resonate as being a Pleiadian, you might resonate as being a starseed, you might have actually seen beings before, you might live in Arizona or Peru, something like that, but you've just given up, pile 3. It's like, gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Please don't give up, pile 3. Do whatever it takes to bring you back. I'm not sure what that's going to take, but you have to do something about this. You have to do something about you. Because you are this. It's like, there's no question about it that you are this. That you're living in this. You're living in a concept of your own mental construct. When actually you should be boundless and free and in mastery of your own life, but you've just succumbed to the mist I'm hearing again. You've succumbed to the mist. You've succumbed to just shaking your head in, feels like disbelief. You can't believe where you are right now because you hope that your life would be so much more fruitful than it is, and it can be. You can live in joy, but it's just going to take a little bit of will, not a little, a lot of willpower. And I'm so sorry to give that message, Pile 3, but this is only the beginning. But don't make this the beginning of the end. Don't let this be the end. Don't give up on you. 1557. I'm going to give you some guidance. I'm not even going to tell you to connect with your team because you just don't want to hear it. Strength. You're being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. This is what I mean. You might have long hair even if you were a male. That's really coming through. You have such power and you are guided, but you're just ignoring it. Yeah, you have no limitations. You're a celestial being with unlimited potential. There's so much for you to share. You have so much to offer this world, but you've really given up. Pile 3. 44 on the clock. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength and determination. You might really resonate with this tiger energy. It might be one of your spirit animals. I'm going to grab a last card. Love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Yeah, you have so much love to give. This is your energy when you're not living in this mist. You have a lot of love to give. A lot of people do love you, do adore you, but I think you've just run yourself into the ground, and it's time to remember you can master anything. Pile 3. My heart goes out to you, and please do seek guidance, and remember that you are not alone. It's bottom of the deck energy. You're being guided by masters and teachers of the higher realms. My violet flame meditation might be really beneficial for you. I am still recording that at this time, 17:55, but once that comes out, I will link it in this video, or try and remember to, but look out for my violet flame meditation because I think that's going to be really beneficial for you. Remember who you are, Pile 3. You might want to reach out to Archangel Hanael as well, if that resonates for you. But it's like you can see, so don't give up. Yeah, but it's going to require a lot of patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yeah, you're coming into stage 1 of healing, but that's going to allow you to be a free spirit. Be free, spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls and fly without judgment and to love without conditions. Yeah, you've been loving with conditions, Pile 3, for quite some time, and that's why you've lost a lot of people, I'm hearing. You were trying to condition people to suit you rather than letting them just live and be and expand with them. Pile 3, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that for you. Please do reach out to me if you would like to work with some energy healing, crystals. Yeah, energy clearing might be really beneficial for you. Please look after yourself and don't give up on you. Pile number 3. Take care, please.